45.
Good work, Sergeant.
Thank you, sir.
I think from here on, you'd better drop the sir.
If that is the way you want it.
That's an order.
Yes, sir. in Pamplona and see if you can do better, isn't it?
You're not a money changer, Mr. Shahari. You're a money stealer. I've been watching you. Wherever you go, the rate drops.
Mr. Wojcik, the rate in one place is simply not the same as the rate in in another place, isn't it? Schwindler! Peter!
Peter, there is the true evil of the world, the middleman, clipping up fat profits from both sides of every deal. You shouldn't allow his kind of your establishment. Throw him out, get rid of him.
Tell me something, Mutzer. How do you manage to stay in such great condition?
Isometrics, diet.
Good. I'll have to try it sometime.
Mr. Shahari, you are an extremely benevolent and honorable man. Now let me see. You were just making a very generous offer.
Your friend, the chief of police, is waiting in your office. Oh, senor. This was left for you.
Thanks, Mary. Mario. Who left this?
Senor Morel.
Morel. Was there a woman with him?
No, senor.
Buenos dias, Antonio. To what do I owe the honor of your official presence?
Peter, you're under arrest. Your face, not a muscle moved. At times you're very Spanish. There's a saying, push a Spaniard too far, he becomes like a stone wall.
Shall we drink my sherry to my arrest?
I'm joking, of course. But I do have a parking summons for you. Yesterday you left your car in front of the Bureau's drinking fountain. You're a permanent resident, a businessman, a gentleman of substance and property. You must set a good example.
For whom? The tourists?
You know you're right. Have you heard the news? We are sending our Virgin statue to Pamplona to be displayed with the other virgins at the great Fiesta de San Fermin.
That's marvelous. I'm very proud of our village.
Think of it. She will be in the same procession with the virgins from Sevilla, Malaga, Granada, Cordoba.
She'll be impossible to live with after all that.
I don't think so. If anything, she will be a little sad. All the other virgins will be adorned with beautiful jewels. Our little lady will have none.
Don't worry, Antonio. Her poverty will lend her distinction.
If she ever gets there. It is up to me to transport our virgin to Pamplona and to make certain she's securely guarded. The expense will be great. What are you doing?
Just a small contribution.
Oh, that's not necessary.
Of course not.
Thank you. Oh, I'm very grateful.
After all, I'm practically a native son.
I don't seem to be able to find your parking summons, Peter. I may have lost it. Ah, well. Adios, amigo.
Adios, Antonio.
Mr. Churchman. Mr. Peter Churchman. Oh, please do come in, please. Angela and I were expecting you. I am Francois Morel. Darling, our guest is here. We have a surprise for you, Mr. Churchman. A most exceptional surprise. But I prefer to let Angela tell you about it. Oh, may I offer you some champagne?
Peter never drinks champagne. Or have you changed, darling?
Hello, Angela.
Oh, Peter, darling. It's so good to see you. It is hard to believe, but you are more handsome than ever.
What the hell are you doing in Santa Maria, Angela?
Well, you know how I am, Peter. I always do the unexpected.
I assume you're traveling through.
As a matter of fact, we came to see you. We have just been to Pamplona. They have the most marvelous old bank there. You are going to rob it for us, darling.
You are going to rob El Banco Nacional.
I'm not going to rob the Banco Nacional or any other bank.
1 week from today, the statues of the Virgins from all over Spain will arrive in Pamplona, and with them, the greatest collections of jewels ever assembled.
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds, the most priceless treasures of the royal houses of Spain. All in one place, just waiting for us.
We left you with a fortune. What did you do with it?
It didn't last, Peter. I spent all the money you gave me. You know how I am.
The phase of our lives ended 6 years ago. For you and me, for Bendel, for the Irishman, for Kennelly. Each of us accomplished what we set out to accomplish. And we agreed to give it up. That still stands with me.
There is a Manila envelope. I suggest you hear about it. Every robbery we ever committed is thoroughly documented.
Hotel receipts, travel records, equipment purchases, names and addresses of fences, diagrams of bank vaults. Angela is very methodical. And if you do not cooperate, she will give the evidence to the authorities.
You do that and you incriminate yourself.
I do not care. When I do not have money, it is the same as being in prison for me. I have nothing to lose.
My coordination, my reflexes are gone. So is my skill. I drink too much, I smoke too much, my hands shake. Look at them. I can hardly get a key in a door, much less open a vault.
I am sure you will be able to pull yourself together.
Not a chance.
Churchman, catch!
Sooner or later, time catches up with all of us. Bye, Angela.
Ciao.
But maybe it is true. Maybe his reflexes are shot.
Calm down, Francois. That was an act. You do not trick Peter Churchman that easily. Peter is a very resourceful man.
Cocktails.
Grace, I'm going away. I'm leaving Spain.
You mean I scared you that much?
I'm serious.
Are you really afraid I'm going to try to rope you into marrying me?
No, it's not that simple.
One tiny question. Why?
I can't explain it.
You can't explain it.
No, you'll just have to trust me. Look, please be patient. You'll hear from me soon.
Marvelous. I love postcards. Peter, you keep forgetting that Santa Maria is a very small town. This morning, a woman named Angela checked into the hotel. Very promptly afterward, you paid her a visit. Now, all of a sudden, you're pulling up stakes and leaving Spain. Just like that. No explanations, no warning. It's not whether or not I trust you, it's that you don't trust me. That's not an explanation either.
All right, Grace. One night during the war, there was a certain bomber crew out on a mission, and they made a stupid mistake. They dropped a bomb on a French cathedral. When the war was over, the pilot called his whole crew together, what was left of it. He felt he had to find a way of raising money to rebuild the cathedral. So they began robbing banks. I was the pilot.
Are you telling me you robbed banks? You, Peter?
I know it sounds strange, but war does strange things to people. In any case, it didn't seem strange to us at the time. We just wanted to restore that cathedral. The whole crew felt the same way.
You robbed banks? What was Angela, the bombardier?
Angela was a street waif we picked up in Milan. She had talents we needed.
I'll bet.
She had a photographic memory, and she could sketch very well. And most of all, she had a way of getting information. Bank presidents would tell her things they wouldn't even tell their wives. She had that perfect mixture of sex and invitation men couldn't resist.
Were you in love with her?
While we were breaking into one bank, she'd be setting up the next. We worked only in Germany. We could let the enemy pay for it.
Was she in love with you?
She wants me to rob another bank. Does that sound like love?
Tell me what you plan to do and I'll answer your question.
There's a statute of limitations. It's got 1 year to run. I'm going to hide.
Darling, you mustn't waste time. You've got to leave Spain immediately.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
My poor love, why didn't you say so?
What do you mean, 59? It's 67 in 10 years. Right. Hell, that's exactly what I said. I beg your pardon.
Yes. The rate of exchange is 67 in Tangier. It is 69 in Fez. In Dakar, it is even higher. But unfortunately, here in Santa Maria, it is only 59. 59.
Sorry to interrupt. I need you for a moment, Mr. Sharon.
My business here is concluded.
Thief, bandit, scoundrel. Swindler.
How can anyone who fights with his customers be as prosperous as you?
Oh, it is all in the performance, Mr. Churchman. The customers desire to fight. It gives them excitement, a sense of achievement. And then I make the exchange and move away quickly.
Having scored a point or two.
I am driving back tonight to my shop in Gibraltar. Mr. Churchman, is there anything you would require? A diamond, a case of American cigarettes, a yacht?
Think you could sell this place for me?
Oh, you're not serious.
Very serious.
It is possible. Of course, it might take some time and some loss.
That figures. Could you deliver the money anywhere in the world?
But time and distance are not insurmountable obstacles, isn't it?
Of course, you'll keep this confidential.
Oh, it is the custom of my business, isn't it?
Let me know.
You have a delicious bed, Peter.
What'd you do with your little boyfriend?
Some things are better said without him.
Everything was.
Francois knew about the jewels, he knew about Pamplona, and he knew which bank. I didn't. I just love this bed, Peter. It's so luxurious.
I'll give you money. Everything I've got.
It wouldn't last me a month. I have really got a terrible problem, Peter. It isn't a question of just wanting money. I have to have it. I need the notion of it. And this is my chance. It's there, in the bank at Pamplona. Really, Peter, I expected more sympathy from you. Is it my fault I am this way? After all, you are the one who did it to me. Remember the little waif you picked off the streets of Milano? You made me love money. Anyway, it's all arranged. I have sent cables to Canali, the Irishman, and Bendel. I told them to meet here immediately.
They won't fall for it.
I signed your name, and you know how they are. They'll do anything for you. I'm sure they're on their way already.
They've wasted their time, Angela. I won't be here to greet them.
Really? But, Peter, you know how much they love you. If you ran away, they'd rob the bank themselves, just to save you. But they are not as competent as you. They would bungle it, and they'd be caught and shot.
Angela, you're vicious.
So much depends on you, Peter. So many lives. You'd better go to Pamplona and start organizing things.
It would take months to organize a caper like that.
You will manage.
It's impossible. Hello?
Peter, darling, I found the most spectacular place for you to hide.
Oh.
I found it in my travel club bulletin. There's an expedition leaving to discover where the elephants go to die. It seems that there's this elephant burial ground that is very secret. It's so secret that some of the elephants can't even find it. Of course, you'll have to take me with you, darling. Now, I can buy the tickets to Nairobi through the travel club in my name, and no one will ever find you. Peter, are you listening? Darling, am I interrupting something?
I'm not going away. I've changed my mind.
Is something wrong?
I can't talk now.
I am interrupting something. Oh, Peter, I love you.
Yes, I know. Good night.
Is that all you have to say? She's there, isn't she?
Good night.
Ay. A woman can always tell when a man is talking to another woman. Incidentally, the envelope with the evidence is in the same bank where the jewels will be, in a safe deposit box. You can get it when you get the jewels. Come over here, darling. Closer. You are still so exciting. After all these years, everything about you is exciting. It's like the old days, isn't it?
Yes. I still don't like you. Now get the hell out of my bed.
Sleep well, darling.
Canelli, how are you?
Well, you haven't lost it. You still got all the old moves, Peter.
I see you're just as melancholy as ever.
Yeah, I'm weighted down with sadness.
Oh, it's been a long time, Peter.
Oh, Benny, it's good to see you. Come on, you lazy Mick. Get your big Irish partners out of there.
Oh, Peter, lad.
I thought for once we might have put one over on you. But I knew there'd be no hope.
We didn't have him fooled for a minute.
My hat.
Oh, yeah. What a black-hearted little Jezebel. I'd like to hang her up by her ankles.
She sure got us hanging this time. Yeah, that's our little Angela.
Look, why let her drag all of us into this? We've been lucky. Luckier than any of us had a right to expect. But the police have an antidote for luck. Patience. They can sit forever smoking their pipes waiting for one little mistake, and we could be making that mistake right now just being here together.
Even if we do what she wants, how can we be sure she won't pull the same trick on us again?
Nobody can spend the value of those jewels in a lifetime. Not even Angela.
We should have left her the way we found her. Roaming the streets, begging.
Look, fellas, this ain't like it was before. I mean, it was different then. 1 minute we were dropping bombs on them, and the next minute we were blowing their safes. Somehow it just don't seem the same.
It isn't the same. But go home, will you? I know you want to help me, and I appreciate it.
Sure. Sure, we'll toddle off to our soft, cushy homes and leave old Peter holding the bag. Right, lads? That's a ticket, isn't it?
It seems to me, I remember a time we were coming back from a bombing raid over Stuttgart, and the cockpit caught fire. But somebody stayed behind and held on to the controls so the rest of us could bail out. Was that you, Kennelly?
Not me.
Was it you, Irish?
Not me. When do we go to Pamplona?
First thing in the morning. Incidentally, that fire in the cockpit, I had the controls set on automatic pilot.
It is Pamplona, just as you guessed.
Good work, Philippe.
Thank you, sir. Sorry.
All we have to do is wait and be patient.
There it is. Tobacconizer now.
Police headquarters.
Saints preserve us. Angela must be crazy. Police headquarters across the street.
Boy, she really did it to us this time.
Oh, why don't you shut up?
When you have everything checked out, go back to Santa Maria. I'll see you there tomorrow.
Right.
patch in the roof to seal it off. Come on. Senor? You are searching for something?
I thought I saw something glistening. It looked like a ring. I thought maybe somebody dropped it.
Really? And do you see it now?
Maybe it was just a pebble. Maybe it was just the way the light hit it. I'm looking for the Banco Nacional. Can you tell me how to get there?
You're not far from it now. It is on the other side of this building. Straight ahead. You could get to it directly if you could walk through solid stone walls.
That would be really something, wouldn't it?
It would be miraculous. However, I suggest you circle around the block, and you will find it easily.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Senor? You, have some identification? Senor Churchman. You are here for the fiesta?
Yes, I am. I'm looking forward to it. I understand it's very colorful.
Oh, you will enjoy it very much. I do hope you are fortunate enough to find a hotel that overlooks the running of the bulls.
Yes, I have.
Which one?
Peter! What happened to you? Did you get lost? Peter! You have the world's worst sense of direction.
Hurry, Peter. You have kept us waiting long enough.
Thank you again, officer.
Come, Peter. Hurry up. Get in.
You'll have to forgive me, gentlemen. My memory seems to be failing me this morning. Apparently, we met somewhere before.
Drive directly to headquarters, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Allez. No foolishness. Get in there.
Headquarters?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Colonel Paul Brizard, formerly the French Secret Army. This is Sergeant Philippe Lemoyne. We are going to kill François Morel. We want your cooperation.
You got the wrong man.
We are going to exterminate François Morel for due cause. Morel was also a member of the OAS in Algeria. He betrayed our general when things went badly. Our general was captured and shot.
We tracked one of his accomplices to Athens. We flushed the other from hiding in Casablanca.
We punished them with Old Testament severity. An eye for an eye, Monsieur Churchman.
Your morality is out of date. You betrayed France and Morel betrayed you. Now, what's the difference?
Apologize to the colonel for your disrespect.
Never mind, Sergeant. Yes, we were rebels. But I knew Saint-Cyr as a youth, Verdun as a young man. And when I saw the great forts of the Empire crumbling one by one, I realized I must join the OAS to keep faith with the glory of France.
Let me tell you something, Colonel. I don't give a damn about your old glories and betrayals, and I don't give a damn about you.
Sergeant, no!
Sir?
He will not use the gun, Sergeant.
He will cooperate with us, and for good reason. Our general's widow and 4 children are living in poverty. It is appropriate that Morel should make proper restitution to them before he dies. What we want is Morel's share of the jewels. If you refuse to help, we will kill Morel anyway. But more important to you, we shall inform the Spanish police of your plans for the Banco Nacional. Morel knows only me. He has never met Sergeant Lemoyne. Be comfortable. We have much to discuss. We will make a plan so that the sergeant will work with you, so that he will be present when the shares are divided.
You're wasting your time with that. What's the use of even thinking about the vault if you can't get into the bank itself?
Peter will find a way.
There is no way. Underneath, no access. The roof, forget it. They've searched every inch, sealed it off. It's under surveillance. The rear wall's impregnable. It's solid stone. The front and sides are crawling with police.
Not to mention headquarters, just across the street.
The great Houdini himself couldn't do it. It's impossible.
Look, Angela, you and I years ago used to talk a lot together. I mean, we understood each other. Now, I don't know whether this is going to mean anything to you, but things are different now. I've got a kid now, and this kid is going to school. It's the same with the Irishman here. He's got a family. They need him. They look up to him.
How very conventional for both of you.
It's not just us, Angela. Don't you understand? If we get caught, there's a lot of other people can get hurt.
That's why it is so important that we succeed.
Peter, talk to this girl, will you? Tell her it's impossible. Tell her it's sheer suicide.
Just give me 2 minutes alone with her. That's all it'll take.
Won't do any good, will it, Angela?
No, it's a fait accompli.
Gentlemen, Angela very thoughtfully left instructions with the bank. The day after the closing of the fiesta, the safe deposit box will automatically be opened and its contents given to the police.
How do we know they're not bluffing? How do we know there is an envelope in that box?
You want to risk it?
Don't look so surprised, boys. You were the ones who taught me to take every precaution.
This building behind the bank, the Camillo printing house. The basement looks like the only possible starting point.
Start and finish. Between the printing house and the bank, there's 3 foot of wall. Means we'll have to blast. Now, how do we do that with headquarters just across the street?
Wham! We'd blow them cops right out of their blue serge pants.
Trace this sewer for me.
It's 5 feet down beneath solid concrete, Peter. There's no opening.
Trace it.
From the printing house, jogs to the corner, turns north for a block, joins the master main there.
Where it joins, there must be a manhole.
Oh, there is! Beneath the boiler room of a public bathhouse.
That could be our way out.
Way out? Look, that boiler room leads directly into a shower room, which poses one little problem. How are we going to hide all them jewels when we're stark raving naked?
It's no good, Peter, no matter how you look at it. In the first place, how are we going to get into the printing house when the street is full of cops? Number 2, how are we going to blast our way through 3 feet of solid concrete into the bank without being hurt? And number 3, how are we going to get into the sewer when there ain't even an opening? And number 4, like Canali just said, how are we going to walk through a public bathhouse in our birthday suits and still manage to hide the jewels?
How high is this window?
15 feet.
Okay, outside. We got work to do. You too, boyfriend. Come here. Take your shoes off. Up on the table. You. Over here. All right. Let me see you stand on his shoulders.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't think...
Give her a hand. Irish. All right, stand up. Now let it go. I want to see if it can hold on to it.
Your plan doesn't depend on this, Peter.
My plan and yours, Angela. You might say this whole thing rides on your little boyfriend's shoulders.
Don't you think it's time to let me in on the mystery, darling? Tell me, why do I have to stand on Francois's shoulders?
Ever see a gigante?
Gigante?
A giant figure. It's made of cloth stretched over a wooden frame. They're traditional. They parade them through the streets during the fiesta.
I'm going to be inside one, is that it?
You and boyfriend both.
How far will you have to carry me?
About a mile.
Impossible. Francois does not have the strength.
He's got 3 days to find it.
High-speed pilot drills, 6 high-speed expansion drills, 2 power packs, 1 steel tape, 6 demagnetized tumbler probes, 1 detonating machine, and 2 one-pound explosives, very high explosives, to be treated, please, most carefully, isn't it? I believe that is everything you ordered, Mr. Churchman.
Not quite. The walkie-talkies.
Oh, yes. What should have been the easiest thing to obtain turned out to be the most difficult, isn't it?
I ordered either Zeiss or Audioflex. I said no imitation is no discount second.
Such short time, Mr. Churchman. Under the circumstances, I did the best I could.
You mean, Mr. Shahari, that under the circumstances, these allowed you the greatest margin of profit? Isn't it?
What a terrible business. You meet the most impossible demands of the customer, and all you receive is abuse.
My little man, I would never abuse you. Now tell me, explosives, not exactly tourist items. How will you get them through customs?
I fear that is up to Peter, and he will need a miracle.
I always depend on miracles. Luck in that department hasn't been too good lately, but I think it's improving. Give me a hand with this stuff.
Hey, didn't I tell you, Senor Churchman, didn't I tell you I could find the place?
This, Mr. Shahari, is my miracle. Senor Alfredo Francisco Diego Costello from Gibraltar in Spain and in County Tyrol.
We'll play the father and mother of a most beautiful trick on them. Hey, Senor Churchman.
One of the best. Now, remember what I told you. You have to reach the border at exactly 4:30, when the day laborers are checking through. Sober.
Of course he will. He will be sober and prompt. Want you, my lion-hearted tinker?
Don't you worry your pretty little head, Senorita.
There we go.
We're going to bamboozle them. And the beauty of it is, look at the money you save. They can't charge you duty on what they don't see, huh?
Oh, dearie me. Risky, extremely risky.
Miracles always are.
They'll be like little fishes sleeping at the bottom of the pond. And the fishermen on the border won't even know they're there.
Good afternoon, senor. Your passport, please. Have you made any purchases in Gibraltar?
No, just on a visit.
Senor Churchman. Little silver fishes, huh? Just like little silver fishes, huh?
Oh, I see you know the tinker, eh?
Passing acquaintance.
Your keys, please. Please do open the hood, senor.
to tell you. Are you good at keeping secrets?
What is it, old man?
In here beats the heart of 49 lions. Hey, what do you think of that?
Thank you, senor. You may proceed.
On your way, old man.
Yeah,
Move
yeah.
on.
No, get out. Just get out.
Senorita?
Oh, this is terrible. I meant to hit the brake and I must have hit the accelerator. Oh,
Are you hurt, senorita?
no, but I deserve to be.
Oh, no. You are much too hard on yourself. You see, machinery is not infallible. It makes mistakes, too. I do not think it is too serious.
No, I don't think it's serious. But we ought to see if that poor man is all right. Are you all right, sir?
Come on. Get moving. Come on. Come on. Move along. Come on.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Come on. Keep moving. Move.
Is there anything I can do?
I think you've done enough already.
Oh, senor.
Well, you must be Angela. From the way Peter spoke of you, I had no idea you'd be so well preserved.
And I know you. When you called him on the telephone the other night, I was in his bed.
Hey, didn't I tell you, senor? Didn't I tell you we would bamboozle them? Huh?
We fooled him, but I'm afraid you didn't keep our secret.
Oh.
Oh, darling, we split a bottle of wine together. You know, I had the strangest feeling that I should be with you today, that you'd need me.
Woman's intuition, no doubt.
Hey, this is what we agreed on. And this is to make sure you don't tell anyone else.
Don't you worry, senor. Haven't I always been as silent as the rock of Gibraltar itself, eh?
I've noticed. Well, let's get out of here.
Well, where can I drop you off?
We're dropping you off in Santa Maria. You're not coming with us. You're not coming with us.
Oh, I see. Those things you put in the trunk. They must be burglar tools for robbing the bank.
She'll stay in Santa Maria and she won't talk to anyone. Isn't that right, Grace?
No, Peter. She wants to stay in Santa Maria. She will stay with us. We'll all go to Pamplona together.
Welcome to the gang.
I'd like to rent 4 lockers for the week.
No comprendo.
4.
Ah,
Francois look like a midget.
He's exactly what we need.
I can't take a chance.
What does he have to know? Only what we tell him. Peter, we need him.
No, Angela. There's too much at stake.
Leave him to me.
Angela?
Don't worry, darling. Do not underestimate little Angela. Hello. Come si chiama?
Philippe.
Philippe. Ah.
All right, let's see you walk. Back up. Now you're dancing. Turn, spin. Again. It's perfect. All right, set her down.
He was born for this moment.
Yeah. Went we all.
Come on. You are marvelous, darling. You deserve a reward.
It is good. What is it?
Caviar, my big giant.
I have never before tasted caviar. I am a poor man.
Not for long, my darling. You will be rich.
I do not understand. It is nothing to carry you, mademoiselle. You are light as a feather. Why should I be rich just for doing that?
That is our little secret, Philip.
Angela, you overdo everything. Tell me, Philippe, you were in the army, were you not? Oh, I don't know. I have a feeling, the way you carry yourself.
I served 10 years.
Were you in Algeria?
No. The unfortunate struggle with Indochina.
Lucky. You were lucky. Because in Algeria, you could never tell who would stick a knife into your back. An enemy or even one of your own comrades. You heard of the revolts there, no? The OAS?
It was no concern of mine. I was in the ranks. It meant nothing to me that generals were squabbling.
No talk of glory or patriotism for you, eh?
I have no loyalty to France. Spain is my country now.
I like you, Philippe. You have the right attitude.
Twas my big giant. Viva la fiesta!
to be, Peter?
We have to run with the bulls. There's no other way.
Come on,
We'll do it on Sunday when the banks are closed. The only time the alley at the rear of the bank won't be guarded is during the Encierro, when the bulls are running down the Estafeta. We have to take advantage of the confusion of those few minutes.
I was hoping you'd think of another way. Any other way.
Actually, those bulls are like pure gold to us. Without them, we wouldn't have a chance.
Oh, look, you know what them guys are called that run in front of the bulls? Suicideros. That comes from an old Latin word meaning suicide.
Give a guy a little education.
How much longer?
10 minutes.
Half an hour.
I'm all through.
Good. When you're finished, we're going out on the town. Tonight, we act like happy tourists and let everybody think we're in Pamplona just for the fiesta. Tomorrow, the Banco Nacional.
My Virginia.
Angela.
Peter, darling, you're the one who said the whole idea was to act like tourists. Darling, brighten up.
Grace, Peter, hurry, latch on.
Where are you headed?
We're making the rounds, every spot in Pamplona.
Good luck.
E viva la fiesta!
Viva la fiesta.
Viva la catastrophe.
Darling, stop worrying. Everything's going to be all right.
You don't seem to realize what we're facing. Everything depends on split-second timing. We'll be operating right under the eyes of the police. Thousands of spectators. Like trying to walk out of Yankee Stadium with home plate during the World Series.
Sweetheart, wait and see. I'm going to bring you luck.
Why did you involve yourself in all this?
Well, how do you think I'd feel if you went to prison and I lost you? I have to be with you, Peter. I have to help you in any way I can.
Did I startle you, Peter? Oh, nice to see you, senorita. Peter, I've had some strange reports on you.
I've been parking in the wrong place again?
Much more serious. You were discovered prowling in an alleyway on the Estafeta, behind the Banco Nacional. The policeman who saw you reported the incident to his superior.
Reported it? Incredible. I can't believe it.
It's true. They contacted me when I came here to Pamplona. They wanted to know of your habits and your character.
I hope you stood up for me.
I told them quite simply that you're my friend, that you're a distinguished, amiable, and permanent resident of our village, that you're a businessman of honor, and an aficionado of sympathy and knowledge. I mentioned that you had contributed most generously to the expense of our Virgin's trip to their fiesta. They were quite apologetic, I assure you. But still puzzled, Peter. Still puzzled. They are northerners, after all. Efficient, but overly civilized. The plain explanation always eludes them. I said to their chief of security, Senor, I am only a provincial policeman, but it is quite obvious to me. The gentleman was probably lost. They hadn't thought of that. Can you imagine?
That's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yes, it is. Isn't it? But now, after the things I've told them, they are most eager to treat you with distinction and special attention.
Oh, I wouldn't want to put them to any trouble.
Call on them for anything at all, Peter. They're anxious to look after you. Or, as you Americans would say, they want to keep an eye on you, eh?
Time. Now, the Encierro starts at 7 o'clock sharp. Our position is right here in front of the city hall. There will be 2 rockets. The first when the corral gate swings open, The second when all the bulls are out. Incidentally, they get up to full speed almost immediately, and once they're moving, they don't slow down. Now, they'll chase us and the suicidaires up past the city hall, around this corner and onto the estafeta. From there, it's a straight shot into the bull ring.
Fine, fine. And how are we supposed to stay ahead of the bulls with all this junk on?
Just think of 1,000 pounds of muscle behind each pair of horns. You'll stay ahead.
I'll make it.
Now, the mouth of the alley will be barricaded. Don't waste a second when you get there. Get over the barricade or under the barricade. Just get into that alley any way you can. And remember, as soon as the bulls are past, the estafeta will be crawling with police again. And once we're in that alley, every second counts.
What's eating you, Irish?
I just don't like stealing the Virgin's jewels on a Sunday. I'm worried.
He's worried about the jewels. I'm worried about those bulls.
Not me. I got a feeling I'm going to set a new world record. Hey, come on now.
This man was resourceful. Well, where is the resourcefulness now? And then, what kind of men are they, huh? Falling over their feet and not even able to run through the streets? Do you know that the fiesta will only last 7 days? It will be over before next Sunday. Now you tell me, eh? What we are going to do now, churchmen?
We'll do it again tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow is Monday. The bank will open at 9. There will not be enough time.
Peter, we've got to make enough time. We've got to get that envelope.
Grace, you'll have to take over Francois' job.
What does that mean?
Shouldn't be so difficult to figure out. It means you'll be taking Kennelly's place. We need 4 men to carry the tools.
You are insane. You cannot ask me to do such a thing.
There are no free rides, boyfriend. You started this thing and you're going to help finish it.
Angela, you know what he's trying to do to me? He's trying to kill me. This is all a trick. He wants me to be killed by the bulls.
Algeria, Francois. Remember? The people who look for you. I could help them find you.
Angela.
He will run.
to getting to the arena.
Peter, the suicideros are pouring in, and the bulls are right on top of them. Peter, can you hear me?
I hear you, Grace. Now remember, as soon as the gate is closed, they fire the cannon.
It's crazy. It's absolutely fantastic. And the bulls are going wild, and the suicideros are scattering all over.
Don't get distracted. Watch the cannon.
Peter, please be careful.
Grace, watch the cannon.
Peter, I love you.
The cannon.
Watching.
The man with the torch. When he lights the fuse.
Get ready. Now.
That cannon gets louder every year.
It sounded like he was just down the street.
It felt like it.
I'm going to make a recommendation that they use a lighter blast next year.
Are you all right, darling? Are you all right?
Yes, everybody's fine.
Peter, please be careful. I love you.
Neat and clean. A little more light, we could see all the way to Ireland. Real old Eddie.
Modified.
We smashed the main couple of links, we tripped the auxiliary.
That's all we need. That will set off the emergency.
What does that mean?
We work backwards. Emergency first, then the auxiliary. Main tumbler, then flash.
Check.
Right there. Back. Now. Right here. Let it open. Good. One more. My left. That's it. Now. Put them out. Perfect. That's it.
What do we do about the outside alarm?
They're inferior. As long as we've got this one, we've got them both.
What does that mean?
jar will set them off.
We have to cut the relay before the trips take a turn. Another. One more.
Glory be.
There's nothing left now but the main dome building.
Angela! She is coming!
There she is.
It's too soon. You told me the rear of the parade, not the front. I did it.
She is here.
The box number.
N9329.
All right, get going.
But the box.
Pick up Canelli and get the hell out of here. Come on, move. Go.
God bless you, Peter.
God bless.
Take care.
You're staying with me.
Oh, why should I stay? I gave you the number.
You gave me a number.
Churchman, will you listen to me? Hurry. Will you please hurry?
You don't deserve this, but I'm going to give you a break. Forget the jewels and get out of Spain fast. The OAS followed you to Pamplona.
OAS?
Philippe is one of them.
I don't believe you. Only Angela knew about the OAS. The two of you are trying to trick me. You want my share of the jewels.
It's your life, boyfriend.
We made it, lad. You know it, Iris.
taxi right away.
Where are you located, senor?
The Camillo Printing House.
Camillo Printing House? Where is that?
On the Estafeta. There's an alley beside the building. I'll be waiting there.
Move on! You are blocking traffic!
You think I drive around because I like it? I was sent here by my boss.
I have no interest in your boss or where he sent you. I'm only concerned with this street, and you are blocking traffic.
Just a moment, Wally. I have a job to do. I was told to pick my customers, traffic or no traffic.
And I tell you to move on, customer or no customer. And obviously there is no customer, eh?
Excuse me.
What happened? What went wrong?
What are you talking about? What could go wrong?
The window. There was nobody at the window. I did not get the jewels.
You did not get the jewels. You take me for a fool, Angela.
I am telling you the truth. The window did not open.
I saw you reach out your arm. I was next to Churchman. I saw him pass to you the whole 3 bags. Where are the jewels? Angela, I want them. Where are they?
Stop it! Take your hands off me. I have told you the truth. I never got the jewels.
Get inside! You and Churchman together. You planned this from the very beginning.
You will always be uno sporco verme.
And Tigran and me, you will not leave this place until I will get the jewels.
Don't move, Morel.
We're sorry.
Yes, Morel. The moment has arrived. Our general shall be revenged. Where is our car?
In the pleasure.
Naturellement, espèce d'idiot.
I am sorry, sir. It is my fault.
Don't take it so hard, Philippe. We will find him if it takes the rest of our life. Au revoir.
Adieu.
Good. I am glad to be rid of him. I hope they catch up with him someday. I must congratulate you, darling. It was a magnificent performance. You fooled him completely.
I did?
You are a fabulous magician, darling. Francois was convinced that you truly passed me the jewels. Where are they?
Oh, dear Angela, you haven't changed a bit, have you? Now suppose you tell me where they are.
Ma siamo diventati tutti matti? Do you think I would be standing here if I had the jewels? You can fool Francois, but you can't fool me. You know very well you didn't pass them out to the window. And now, darling, I want my share.
Our Chicanti is inside, isn't it?
Naturally.
That's what I thought. parade today, Marchek?
In the very front of the parade. All through the city, I carried Grace on my shoulders.
Grace!
You carried Grace?
It was her idea. She begged me $100. I couldn't do it. It was easy. Secret is in the stomach. All strength comes from the stomach. Remember, Peter? Isometrics.
Where is Grace now?
I haven't the faintest idea.
I can't believe it.
You told her everything. Why did you trust her? Why? You were careful so many years. All the trouble, the work, the planning. And now, nothing. She is rich. She will live like a queen for the rest of her life. If I could only get my hands on her.
I just can't believe it.
How naive. Don't you realize we are all the same? We just have different poses. Some are sweet, some are brazen. But we all know what we want.
I simply can't believe it.
Justice will be done, Peter Churchman. The Banca Nacional was robbed this morning. I've just come from headquarters. They're absolutely baffled. A shameful but masterfully executed crime. Incidentally, Peter, you were seen on the estafeta again, getting into a taxi.
Peter, darling, you will not mind if I leave you now.
I was just about to leave off.
Sit down. It is my turn to buy the wine. Won't you join us, senorita?
Well, I really must leave.
Me holding the bag.
Peter, isn't there anything we can do to detain her?
I'm sure there is.
I merely thought the lady would like to hear the details of the crime. Or am I presuming too much? Don't you think the lady would be interested?
I imagine she'd be fascinated. Angela, you really should stay.
But, darling, you know I must leave at once. It's not like you to make me stay. You are much too gallant. Adios, senor. Darling. My darling Peter. How can I ever forget you?
I don't know, Angela, but try. Please try.
Ciao.
A stunning figure of a woman.
Yes, isn't she?
A woman like that could rob a man of sleep for a lifetime.
The jewels. The virgins are wearing the jewels.
Authentic. Every one of them. They were returned with a note in a woman's handwriting. Curious, isn't it? Why would anyone take that terrible risk? Break into a bank, steal the jewels, and then turn them over to the authorities. Not one jewel is missing. Look, look! Our Virgin of Santa Maria. Now even our little ladies adorned with beautiful jewels. There are no virgins more breathtaking than she. I can't understand it. It's a miracle, truly a miracle.
I think you're right, Antonio. It is a miracle.
One little detail, Peter. The thieves demolished one of the walls in the basement of the bank. There's a fund for the restoration of buildings in Pamplona. I had a feeling you might wish to contribute.
Anything for a worthy cause.
Your generosity will pay handsome dividends.
This amount be adequate?
Thank you, my friend. I remain convinced that you are a man of honor and an aficionado of sympathy and knowledge. And now, if you will excuse me, I will go into the plaza and pay homage to our Virgin. Adios, amigo.
Adios. Two heads are better than one.
Now, where would you like to go on our honeymoon?
To bed.
The fiesta isn't over yet.
I'm exhausted.
One bed's better than two.
Viva la fiesta.